Welcome to the Power Packed Podcast. Please be quiet and courteous and silence your cell phones now. Be sure to grab some snacks and concessions, located in the lobby. And now our feature presentation. Prepare for butter.
Time, wondering if maybe I'm losing my mind. Stepping out to the rising enemy, or maybe I'm going out to sea. Maybe you should know by now. When I get back, everything will be alright. Seems like I'm out to sea every single night. I hope this old boat will stay afloat as we go.
I hope this old boat will stay afloat as we go.
Whoa, I don't mind, maybe you sink or swim. Whoa, I don't mind, maybe you sink or swim. Whoa, I don't mind, maybe you sink or swim. Whoa, I don't mind.
Well, welcome to the Power Packed Podcast. Oh, yeah. Wait. Let's see. Are we going to do... Oh, yeah, we're going to do it. We're going to do it. All right. Hell yeah. Here we go. Welcome to the Power Packed Podcast. I got me a big old tub of tapioca pudding. A big old tub, big old tub. I like to swim, swimming deep. Swimming with my flippers in the tapioca pudding. Welcome to the Power Pack Podcast. Hell yeah. We got lots of pudding. Oh yeah. Welcome to the Power Pack Podcast. Welcome to the Power Packed Podcast.
Wow, that was touching. Are you finished? Is there more spunk in you?
We could do another. I just was.
Well, I'm just asking because I didn't hear any of it because the way Discord works. I heard key phrases and then I heard like the ending strum, like rock finish. So I'm assuming that was it, unless that was a weird solo. But
it was just a strum, yeah. It's kind of the rock finish, the strummy finish, you know. Cool.
I heard some stuff about tapioca pudding in there. That was nice.
Yeah, I bought some tapioca pudding recently, and it was a couple weeks ago, but I ate one last night, and it was pretty good. Yeah.
I'm trying to think what rhymes with tapioca pudding, because needed a song, so maybe I'm a hoodling with my tapioca pudding. It's a good thing. That's all I got so far. But pudding is a weird word to rhyme.
It is.
And hoodling is kind of a stretch. It's like a hobbit who lives in the ghetto. I'm a hoodling, halfling, get my bling bling with my ice cold chains. My auto-tune saying I'm a new rap record. It's gonna break records, but not like records, the black disc, records like the pop charts. I'm on the top of the list.
Oh
wow. Oh,
man, I think we need to throw in another song there later with you rapping. Maybe we can have maybe Crumb can write the lyrics in the general chat. Maybe we can see if she'll write some lyrics for us and we'll make a song. I don't know. That'd be kind of fun.
Yeah, we could be a song episode, whatever we want.
Maybe
the cat's away, so the mice are gonna cook meth in the kitchen, or however the saying goes. So we are the Power Pack Podcast, a podcast featuring two dudes and one vat of tapioca pudding.
You know what? Our Pudding Peaks will be the name of the song. Our podcast.
It just sounds like you're referencing like nipples.
Oh yeah, maybe we won't call it that then.
Pudding Peaks. Look at that girl's low cut shirt showing off her pudding peaks.
Oh my god. That sounds like a southern, like something they say in Alabama or something. It's like Lord forbid those pudding peaks.
Like I eat my grits, my pudding
good
peaks.
fun. Our podcast. John was saying the podcast is like tapioca. So John and I think this. I'm pretty proud of this analogy I'm about to do. So John and I are for our podcast is tapioca pudding, right? So John and I are the little beads that those tapioca pearls or whatever they are. And the podcast surrounds us is sorry, the viewers, the listeners, whatever they're I'm butchering this really bad, I don't care, but the listeners are the tapioca pearls, and John and I in the podcast, we are the pudding. So we just surround you, and we've just slather you with knowledge and fresh songs, fresh beats, fresh rap tunes. We just give you a little bit of everything, and that's who we are, you know.
Just a little pudding hug.
Little pudding hug. I feel bad. I messaged. I was like, "Hey, Crumb, can you write lyrics for a song for us real quick?" And she hasn't responded, so we might have to just wait until she writes that later, or we can make up a song too. I don't know. But I've got the guitar out. It seems like a musical episode would be fair. And speaking of music, quick plug. We'll do another plug later. July 4th, we got a new Mr. Mutiny album coming out. Oh, it's why don't you tell us about it real quick? Just like the name and where people can find it.
Oh, should we? This is a full episode, right?
This is a full episode. First one in a few weeks.
So this is some raw meat right now. So we let it sizzle a little bit, and it'll probably be done by the time the Butter Dome starts, and we can bite into that hamburger then. How does that sound?
Let's do that. Okay,
yeah.
Let's let it sizzle. I like a good sizzle.
Yeah. It's a little raw right now, and I don't want to get food poisoning on a Wednesday.
No.
Or Friday, I guess. It's Friday. Let's keep the fiction alive. It's Friday.
Fiction alive. Yeah, well, I was going to say, how was your week?
Besides the dishwasher fiasco still going on for what feels like, I think almost 2 months now.
Ah, man.
So they were supposed to deliver it today, and then I get a call. They're like, so the truck broke? So we'll bring it Friday. I was like, oh my gosh. So that's Friday. But our backyard is like freaking Viva Pinata out there. We saw a crane just before the podcast eat a fish in the pond, fly away. And I was like, that's so cool. But also I was like, that's my fish. And we feed them every day.
Aww.
And he took one of, I was like, if you took the white catfish, I'm going to be mad at you.
Well,
hopefully the catfish stay at the bottom, but
yeah, they're smart. They stay low. So what kind of fish do you guys have in there?
Well, I know there's catfish, and they said there's like bluegill, which I guess that's the little small ones. And then apparently there's bass in there, but I haven't seen one. But I heard maybe you have to fish those out. I don't know. We saw a black turtle yesterday or last week.
Whoa, man, you guys got that's like a legit pond.
I was like, it was a big turtle too. It wasn't like a little. It was probably like the size of, if you held out your hand all the way, it could probably just like cover your whole hand. It was pretty. It was a decent sized turtle. I was like, oh my gosh, I want to take your shell and throw it at a plumber. It's me, Mario.
Yahoo!
Yahoo!
Yahoo! Man, that's cool. What if that's fun? I love seeing animals in the wild, and yeah, that's just cool. I feel like that's neat that they're almost like an outdoor cat. The fish, like they're your pets, and you take care of them by feeding them. And it's funny how they come to you when you do the thing, like you tap your ring on the container of food, and they
they're like, I want some. And then the bird comes and eats them. And they're like, no.
You should just be out there. You got to be out there shirtless and with some American flag shorts or pants. And you got to be like, or maybe in like one of those ghillie suits, like the camouflage. And you just got to wait and just like keep an eye out for the birds, almost like a scarecrow, and just keep them away so they don't eat all your little fish friends.
Okay, speaking of shirtless, did you know that so skate parks consist of 0% of people born after 1999? Did you know that? This is how I know that. Because the last 2 times, there's a little skate park in our town, and it's the only place to drop off recycling stuff. Mm-hmm. So you're dropping off some cardboard, which is right by the skate park. And the first time, it was 2 middle-aged dudes with no shirts, probably mid-30s, upper 30s. And it kind of looked like the stoner kids in high school with the long like hair, and they just kind of grew up but didn't change anything about themselves. So they still had like long hair and shirtless, and they were just skating on the skate park by themselves. 2 shirtless dudes. And I was just like, oh, that's fun. And then the next time we did some recycling, another shirtless guy, a different one by himself, just middle 30s, upper 30s. And it was just weird to see no kids skating, but just older guys using up the skate park.
Is that just like the older dude hangout grounds? They're like, oh yeah, I'm gonna, finish up my 9 to 5, and then I'm gonna undo my ponytail and, get in my Ford Fiesta and drive down the skate park and put on some Avril Lavigne and just skate it up,
Gotta practice my 900. Hey kid, when did you graduate high school? 2019? Nah, you're too young. Get out of here. 99 or under. It's like, okay.
99 or under. That can be,
I really want to rip off my shirt and just hang out with them sometime. Just be like, yo, I'm not 99 and under, but I could be that freshman kid you make fun of.
You're too young to go there. They'd be like, sorry, dude, you gotta be, when Clinton was in office or something.
You gotta be back in those days. Do you remember the first episode of The Simpsons? Well, if you don't, then get out of here. This ain't your park. I gotta practice my 900 and my Burnquist slide, so get on out of here. Check out this kickflip.
Oh, my leg.
But so far, the ratio of shirtless middle-aged men at the skate park, the few times I've been there, is 100%.
Wow.
It's 3 for 3. I don't think kids go outside anymore. I mean, it's summer.
I think
skate park.
Is it just that skate park that just like bugs to a light or a zapper? It's just like kind of strange late 30s dudes just listen to Avril Lavigne and skating at the skate park.
I don't know. It's almost like the show Rocket Power, except it's set 20 years from then to now. I don't know.
I think so.
But how was your week? Enough about my shirtless bro time. How about your how's the heat wave? Are you in that?
It's over now, I think. It's like 80 degrees, like, it's back to normal, where I know in Portland, like Oregon City, it got to 116, I think.
Yeah, that's yucky.
Which is that's too hot. And then here, luckily we had AC. We were at the beach like the first day that the heat wave came, and there's no AC there because it's usually the high temperature of that beach we went to is like 60 degrees. So you just open up your windows if you're warm. And it literally, it beat the record for heat. I think the hottest ever was like 92, and it was like 100 degrees when we were there.
Wow.
It was nuts. And yeah, it's been a good week though. I feel like it went by really quick. Even just like hanging out here and everything like that. But yeah, just been, I'm trying to think if I had any new advancements. I've been eating a lot of that Chick-fil-A sauce. I've been eating the Polynesian sauce the most.
Interesting. I'll have to try that.
It's so good. It's so good, man. I could just lay on my back and just have it free falling,
Dude, I replaced my shampoo with Chick-fil-A sauce. I replaced all the conditioner with Chick-fil-A sauce. I replaced all my toothpaste with Chick-fil-A sauce. I replaced all my sunscreen tubes. I emptied them out onto my dog and put Chick-fil-A sauce inside my sunscreen tube. I love Chick-fil-A sauce.
That's a beautiful poem.
I changed my oil and put Chick-fil-A sauce in my car. I filled my gas tank with Chick-fil-A sauce. I told the mailman, you can take these letters out of the mail envelope and I will put Chick-fil-A sauce in the envelopes and I will keep them. You can have the envelopes with the papers. I don't want those. I want the Chick-fil-A sauce.
Chick-fil-A sauce.
I saw a person drowning at the pool, so I pulled them out and I replaced the water in their lungs with Chick-fil-A sauce. I saved their life with flavor.
That's a beautiful.
I once saw a rat in the corner eating cheese. I taped him to a table and I shoved Chick-fil-A sauce in him till he got really fat. And that image is a metaphor for this podcast because it's finally a full episode.
No. Real quick, I'm very disturbed by. Can you imagine how I almost I'm not gonna I don't think we should ever do this, but I think we should challenge someone to try to wash their hair with Chick-fil-A sauce. You know how gross that would feel? How oily? It probably wouldn't come out for a while, honestly, and then your hair smells like it, and then it's just that's just a bad deal.
I think we could do a YouTube skit to where we do the Chick-fil-A sauce shampoo and then maybe it's like a middle-aged man. And so when he rubs his hand through his hair, at first hair's coming out of his hand, oh no, my hair's falling out. And then he does it again and then there's feathers in his hand. And then he kind of gets out of the shower and dries off and all those feathers fluff out because he turned into a chicken from using the Chick-fil-A sauce. And then he's shaving his beard and then it goes to Old Spice. Something about your grandfather smelled this good and became a chicken too or something. I don't know how those commercials work, but
yeah.
Or maybe if you brush your teeth with it, you grow a beak. Whatever part of your body you put the Chick-fil-A sauce on.
Just become a chicken.
Maybe that's Marvel's next superhero.
Just a chicken man.
Chicken Man. And
Chicken Man.
Chick-fil-A sponsored. And so the whole Marvel movie has Chick-fil-A advertisements everywhere. Yeah. Oh, okay. I want to get Glovey off of our notes. I'll tell you about Glovey.
Oh, yeah. I got to hear about this.
All right. And then maybe you could write a song about him just right after. No talking. Just after the story, a song about Glovey. Let's get weird with this episode.
Okay. I'm ready.
Give you some airtime because I feel like I've been talking too much. So I'm at work and I use the bathroom like normal. This guy comes next to me, he uses the bathroom like normal, and then he washes his hands, soap, water, dries them off with a towel, and then he leaves. Now, if that was the end of the story, it'd be a pretty lame story. But M. Night Shyamalama Ding Dong over here, plot twist, he was wearing latex gloves the whole time. He did not take them off. He unzipped with the latex gloves. He aimed with the latex gloves. He concealed and zipped back up again with the latex gloves. He washed his hands with the gloves on with soap and water and dried his latex gloves, which are still on his hands, and left the bathroom still wearing the same pair of latex gloves.
I ain't got no time to spare. Better grab my latex gloves. Oh man, my stomach's rumbling. Better go to the bathroom now. I don't want no germs. I don't want no germs on my hand in the bathroom. Oh, glovey, 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 glovey. Wash my hands with that soap. Never take off my latex gloves. Glovey, 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 glovey. I'll never take off my latex gloves. My first child was born today. I got to hold that baby. The doctor said you better take off those grimy latex gloves. And I told him to F off. These latex gloves mean more to me than a newborn baby. More than my baby. Now the time has come. It's Thanksgiving and I got the whole family here. They said, it's time to carve that turkey. So I put on my latex gloves. They said, you better clean your hands first. And I said, no. Listen, I keep the latex gloves on for everything. So I washed those latex gloves. And I carved that turkey. I plopped the turkey on the table with my latex gloves. Alright, one more time. Glovey, 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 glovey. That's what my friends call me. They call me Glovey. Nothing like a rash that develops by keeping a pair of latex gloves on every single day, every single moment. I never take these latex gloves off, and I never will. Not till the day I die. Yeah. So, that was an interesting story. And
wow.
I know I was supposed to go right in the song, but I just want to say how weird that is that the dude did that.
That's beautiful.
The narrative I was kind of going for, the backstory to the song that I just wrote on the spot is, he basically, or if anyone couldn't hear what I was thinking about, so the guy's the latex gloves, and he washes his hands and does everything with latex gloves on, and he goes through his events in his life. So his first newborn child is born, and the doctor, he's wearing a pair of latex gloves, and the doctor says, you can hold the baby only if you take the gloves off because they're gross. And he said no, and he pushes the doctor away and grabs his baby and runs out with the gross latex gloves on. And then for Thanksgiving, his kid's older. He's got the family there, and he goes to carve the turkey, as the tradition is, the head of household, whatever. And he keeps the gross latex gloves on, washes his hands with them on, and then grabs the turkey with the old pair of latex gloves on his hands and puts it on the table. And that's the backstory there.
I love my fam, I love my dog, I love my friends, and I love my gloves. I love my gloves, I love my gloves. There's no love like the love for my gloves.
That's beautiful. That should be, if it's a concept album about Glovey, that could be the second track, is I love my gloves.
It's like a stretchy turtle shell that I put on my hand. Yeah, glove. I make love in my glove. I drive in my glove. I eat in my glove.
Let's slide into that butter gnome. I think it's perfect time for that.
I go to the Buddy Dome with my gloves on. Tear my ticket up the dome with my gloves on. Let me sit in the front row with my gloves on.
Oh my goodness. That is truly the scariest thing I've ever seen.
Wow, y'all missed the fun we had on our little Butterdome break. We are talking about Tyra Banks eating a horse and how she's the new chupacabra. And so if you're in our Discord, you could see Tyra Banks chupacabra.
Yeah, chupacabra.
Fancy, chupacabra.
John
Tyra Chupacabranks.
John is truly an artistic genius, and that's a good Photoshop shopping.
Except the shadow of the head. It's totally a dog face.
No, that's how it should be. Yeah.
It's kind of like a vampire looking into a mirror.
Yep.
It's not right. What's just going on?
A little bit different. Oh.
Tom Banks gonna eat your pets. Watch out. Better lock them up. She's coming in the night. She smells blood.
Oh, don't let smell blood. Oh, my goodness. Welcome to the Butterdome, everybody. It's been a while. First long, giant, New York-sized rat episode in who knows how long.
Gotta get your lasso and hog tie you some sewer rats, boy.
Yeah. Man, can you imagine if there were rats the size of dogs running around?
Oh, I feel like in the dinosaur age, probably.
Yeah.
Everything was bigger then. Like gophers the size of mountains and, I don't know, big dragonflies, probably.
Yeah, who knows? Butterdome, quick announcement, because by the time you listen to this, it'll already be out. John's got an album. It came out on the 4th. Go check out Mr. Mutiny on Spotify and all the fun platforms. Then myself, Josh Karsh, I released a lo-fi album on the 2nd of July. So check that out on Spotify, whatever your platform. We both released it out to the world. Go listen to our music. Eat a bag of Doritos and a pack of Gushers while you do, and just enjoy and let us know how you like it. Plug
eat,
over.
Pray, and rock on, you know.
Eat, pray, and rock and roll. Sounds like a AC/DC song. AC/DC.
It reminds me of your Nickelback interview. Yeah, if they ever just come to the show, they'll know that we just eat, pray, and rock and roll, man.
Yeah. They just know, eat, pray, and rock and roll. It's so great. I love that we already have, I'd call that this episode, but we already have an episode called Eat, Pray, and Get Dunked On. And check that out if you haven't heard it yet.
For sure. Episode 4. I'm just throwing a number out there. It doesn't matter. How about do we really have a structure for the Butterdome? I know we tackle the Patreon, some email, some announcements, but it's willy-nilly, isn't it? It's kind of whatever we feel like.
It's kind of whatever we do.
I feel like the email should be last though, because that can kind of transition us back into normalcy.
Yeah.
So maybe you spank some Patreons with the hand of flattery.
Oh, come here.
And yeah, make sure it burns. You gotta make sure they feel it. Make them feel it.
Doesn't sound me spanking our Patreons. Thank you, Crumb Baby, Gary Bilson, Gary Graphics, our 3 favoriteest people in the whole wide world. Without these 3 people, John and I literally wouldn't be able to make the podcast. Well, we probably would, but them supporting us makes it look like we're legitimate, which we're becoming more legitimate. We have almost 1,500 subscribers on the YouTube, and some strange fame on TikTok, and just a whole bunch of weirdness. But yeah, but thank the Patreons. They were there before it all. They're there before anything happened. And so when John and I become famous, which I don't know if that'll ever happen, but if it does, which will be cool, and we have our own TV show, and we're getting roasted on Comedy Central by, David Spade and, like Adam Sandler.
Just him. Just David Spade.
Just David, the roast of John was just David Spade, and he's not even like being funny. He's just being really harsh and mean, and like people aren't really laughing, and he kind of has like a mental breakdown. But it's on Comedy Central. So when we get to that point of fame where David Spade is harassing and bullying John and I, the Patreons have been there since the beginning. When we were doing the humble beginnings of John and I calling each other and doing this, system, because the podcast eventually will have a multi-million-dollar studio, and John and I will meet in person, and we'll have a $300 cup of coffee, and we'll just sit down and we'll do the podcast, and like Joe Rogan style, we'll have like a room that looks like it's very hot, smells like elk, like old elk meat, and yeah, it'll just be a good time. So thank you guys for that.
Yeah, you guys are the moist towel that I wipe the crusty, dried chocolate chip smudges off my face. Because when you eat hot chocolate chip cookies, that happens sometimes. So thank you for cleaning up old daddy.
Yuck. Thanks for cleaning up daddy. I'm sure they love that. I hope they listen to this, at least one of them, and they just hear thank you for cleaning up daddy. And I'm sure
thanks for cleaning up old Papa.
Oh, Papa. Crusty chocolate chip clean.
Hashtag white Papa.
Oh, man. I hope that doesn't stick. Please don't hashtag that.
Papa wipes. They're like wipes for babies, but bigger. Papa wipes.
Papa wipes. Oh, man. I feel like Buffalo Wild Wings has those in their bathrooms.
Buffalo Wild Wings. Not only do we have a variety of sauce flavors for our chicken wings, we have a variety of wipes for Papas.
Papa wipes in the bathroom.
This is our ranch wipe. Scented ranch. Scented ranch wipe.
Oh, that's great.
Jalapeno. Don't rub your. Oh yeah. Okay, we got some emails. This is a Butterdome. Wow, here we go. We got emails, announcements. Whew, wow, I'm getting hot in here. I'm sweating. Oh man, I gotta take off my shirt. Go to the skate park. Woo-wee. So this is from Crumbs, the only one who sends us questions, which is fine. I'm not bitter. I'm grateful. I don't know about GMOs, but I did find out the top restaurants whose food contains the highest content of glyphosate, which is the primary ingredient found in Roundup weed killers.
Jeez.
Oh, yeah. Number 1 is Panera, which I did not see coming. 2 and 3 are French-sounding restaurants no one has ever heard of. Cool. Number 4 is the Olive Garden. Beware of the breadsticks. 5 is Chili's, and 6 is IHOP. Bye, Crumb.
Oh my gosh, that is one of the. Thank you, Crumb. She just shout out to Crumb. Just brings the best content, best questions. Mega props there. I am very thrown off by Panera. Panera is actually, to me, it's crazy. I've been eating like rat poison this whole time. Because Panera is like good. I've eaten some stuff there that's pretty decent. And Chili's and IHOP, that makes sense. They're both nasty. I mean, I like IHOP, but it's like, of course, they're like spraying some Roundup on my stuffed French toast. Yeah. So
well, here's my question. So, okay, hold on. Let me keep talking. I'm gonna process my thought.
So John's processing his thoughts right now. I just let me know when you're ready. And I it's funny. I don't think I've been to a Chili's since like the 90s. There was a Chili's in Portland, and then it was on 82nd, and it got closed down like 20 years ago. But they never tore down the building, so it was almost like a relic, like the ruins of the Chili's. And I thought that was pretty funny. And then Chili's like got popular again because of The Office, because they kept like making jokes about Chili's. Yeah, and reminds me of Tony Romo's. I don't think those are around anymore, but we used to go there and get ribs, and it wasn't very good. I got in trouble when I was 9 years old because we were at one of those restaurants, and I said this food sucks really loud. I don't know why I did that, but yeah,
because you're edgy.
I'm edgy.
You're edgy. You're doing 900s with no shirt on at the skate park. Okay, I'm back, and I got my thoughts. But my argument is ruined by what I looked up. Okay, so my argument was going to be, well, I mean, say there's also water in weed killer as a primary ingredient. That doesn't mean the water's doing the killing, but in this case, the glyphosate is doing the killing. So I can't. Yeah. So
how?
Do you remember Twister, the movie Twister, the storm chasers?
Yeah, Twister. It's like the what is it? The parental advisory warning says that it has that because of really bad weather. It's PG-13.
PG-13 for bad weather. Well, Crumbs is a little storm chaser, and she just tracked down this hot rain cloud of an email and sent it our way. And now Panera's ruined for me, and Chili's is ruined for me, and IHOP is double ruined for me because it was already ruined for me.
So you didn't like IHOP to begin with, and then now...
No, I got food poisoning from IHOP.
Oh,
I ain't going back.
Man, what did you eat from there?
I had breakfast food, like pancakes and stuff. Like how?
It's how do you get
cross-contamination is the only thing I can think of.
They honestly probably like the pancake batter probably had like raw chicken juice in it or something, and they're like, who cares? Nobody's gonna eat this gruel anyways.
It don't matter. Get it out of here. Let's make our money.
Yeah, let's make our money and go home.
Or IHOP, not I care.
Yeah, they're all back there smoking cigarettes and like
they're like putting out their cigars on the waffles, like in the little holes of the waffles.
Oh, you know what they do to keep? This is so gross. To keep the chicken fresh, they store it in the pancake batter. They pull the chicken out, rinse it off, and then they cook it.
Gross.
They're like, it keeps it cold.
Your food. Gross. That's so nasty.
Oh, IHOP food poison.
It's like marinating a chicken in pancake batter, but then using the batter for pancakes.
Yeah, exactly. That's their secret. Oh man. Well, I haven't had IHOP in a while. I'm probably not going to go anytime soon. I'm just disappointed with Panera because that's kind of my go-to when I want fast food, but I don't want to eat just like slop. So I go there and I get a bagel. Apparently, I think starting on Friday until the 4th, if you're fully vaccinated, you can go in and get a bagel for free from Panera.
So how do they know? Like, do you just get like a pen and stab your arm till there's a nice little swollen mark, and you just go in and be, hey, I want my free stuff, please?
Yeah. Give me my bagel. I think they said theirs is honor system, whereas I think another restaurant, it was like Denny's or something, like made you show the proof or whatever. And the only reason I laughed, and I think that's funny, is like obviously, you know, everybody has their opinions on vaccinations or whatever, but I think one thing we could probably all agree on is how funny it looks, like that Denny's, you know, the hostess, they're like, check in your vaccination card, see if you can get your free Grand Slam or your bacon or whatever. I think that's funny. Like, it's just such a strange world we live in.
Let's see. You healthy? You got your shots? Taking your meds? Yes, you have, because you want this Grand Slam. Yes, you have. Okay, good. We're going to have our waitress come over. She's going to take your pulse, check your breathing, standard stuff, blood pressure. And then you'll have your Grand Slam in about 10, 15 minutes. So just wait 1 month. Would you like any Coke with 1,000,000 grams of sugar in it while you wait? Okay. All right. Coming right up. Extra butter, right? For the pancakes? Cool.
I like that concept. Almost like you go into like Zoom Care or a doctor's office and they do the stuff and they're like, okay, the chef will be with you in about 10 minutes. And they bring in the Grand Slam and they're like, eat up, pig.
You know how sometimes fast foods pair with each other, like A&W and KFC, and Hardee's or Carl's Jr. and like the green burrito or whatever, red burrito, whatever it is. Mm-hmm. Yeah, you have Denny's and a doctor's office. Welcome to Dr. Denny's, and it's just that you get your checkup, and then if you're getting like, what's the word, prevention care or whatever, like screenings and shots, they give you free Grand Slams and stuff right next door.
Oh man, that's a genius idea.
A free Grand Slam and extra bacon with your physical. Come on down.
Yeah. Well, you made it through your colonoscopy, so we'll give you the stuffed French toast.
Yeah, you can have a banana French toast Foster. It's gonna be so good and yummy. You're gonna forget that anything ever happened down there with this big old probe I stuck in there. I'll tell you what.
Dude, can you imagine?
It'll be fine.
Can you imagine going under anesthesia and the last things you're smelling is just like Denny's, like the kitchen? You're like, oh, I might die under anesthesia, but I just smelled like a bunch of grease and like smelly old people.
Just imagine, those truck stops kind of out in the middle of nowhere, where you walk in and it's this big building, and one half of it is like the shop and the registers, and the other half is like a restaurant almost, or it's some sort of different a store. It's kind of like that. You walk in the front door, to the right is just Denny's and cooks and people eating it, and to the left is doctor offices, people like panicking, having heart attacks and stuff, and a waiting room, and it's just, what a weird world that would be. People walking around in their gowns.
They're going over to get their lunch break or whatever at Denny's, and I imagine just like the gas station, it's got to be open floor concept, so you can seamlessly, and there's no way you can keep everything sterile. You go seamlessly from the Denny's to the doctor's office. Oh
yeah, Dr. Denny's.
Dr. Denny's, serving up fun. I don't know.
Wow.
Oh man, is any good?
And maybe I'll.
I
was going to say, maybe all like the medication is, they kind of rebrand it to fit more of the Denny's menu. I don't know how they would do that, but.
Oh man, that's so unethical. Can you imagine that if they had, it's like Grand Slam, all your garbage food at Denny's, and you flip it over, or that little drink menu, and it's just like, okay, you got your you got your painkillers, you got your benzodiazepines, you got your anti-nausea, you got your, you just whatever your medicine, and you're like, I think I'd like it's like, can we get you guys started on any narcotics before you order your food?
Okay, we recommend you take that with a stack of pancakes in the morning and then once in the evening. And this medication, we highly recommend a milkshake at lunchtime. And I mean, you could just come into that Denny's, we'll have punch cards for you, and when your medication runs out, I mean, we'll get you another bottle, and that'll include 5 free Grand Slams and milkshakes to go with it. So it's kind of comped in the health insurance nowadays is crazy. So
man, health insurance.
It also includes Denny's.
Can you imagine that? It's like, oh well, the stupid tablets they have on the tables at like Applebee's and Red Robin.
Oh, yeah.
They use that to check your insurance coverage to see if you can pay your food bill.
I need to refill my prescription of sausage. Oh yeah, put that on that plate, boy.
Just put it on my bill. Man, can you imagine? We're not too far from a world like that. Let's just be honest.
Unlike antibiotics, I'm going to finish the whole plate. Oh, yeah. I ain't going to have no super sausage running around in me.
Yeah.
Weird.
Weird. Should we, do you want to grease up and glide into
Wisdom Town.
Well, before that, we got to do the Crumb song.
What was the Crumb? Oh, yeah.
Maybe
yeah.
I'll play the guitar. I don't know if you can hear it.
I cannot.
Okay.
It cuts out. I wish there was a way I could because
that'd
we
be
need to figure out our audio technology.
I think we can improve it, make it better. But because I was gonna say I could play guitar, and you could like do a little rappy, singy, happy thing with the lyrics. But I guess I can just do it too. I don't know. Whatever works best.
See, the problem is I won't be able to stay on beat with your guitar because I won't be able to hear it.
That's true. Okay, I guess I can just. I'll bust this out real quick.
You're the Wayne Newton tonight. You're the show that everyone flew to Vegas for.
All right, this is the. Yeah. Well, thank you. Okay, it's a little song written by Crumb Baby. And performed by JJ Fresh, or one part of the J. The song's about pudding. Nobody knows my troubles when everything is wrong. I just cannonball into brown peaks of pudding. All my troubles, they melt away in the brown, My body absorbs the brown, and I feel at peace again. I fall into sweet dreams of pudding pillows, and everything's alright again. Now we got pudding, yeah. We got some pudding, oh yeah. Now I'm really hoping no one's home, because if they hear me singing that, they're gonna probably try to take me to Dr. Denny's to get me some antipsychotics.
Pudding, yeah.
Oh God, this podcast just creates such strange things. We could do something we haven't done in a while. It's been probably like 20 plus episodes. Let's do an off to the trough if you're down.
Off to the T-Roff with my boy G-Off. She's gonna go eat some quinoa. I don't know if that's true, but he's off to the trough. He's off to the loft. He's off to the Laura Croft with a crossbow. Gonna shoot an ox in the loft. Fall off into the river. Smearing off. Got drunk. Fell into the pond. I don't know. Stupid. Okay, what's your off to the trough?
Like the Eminem freestyle is always the best. Okay. This is off to the trough with Josh. Tonight we are on my lunch break at work. I marinated some chicken to rub, and I made some macaroni salad in Hawaiian style. Found a really good recipe for Hawaiian mac salad, which I've had been able to make before. I also am going to make some brown rice and make some homemade Hawaiian food. As I was saying in there, I finally found a good recipe for Hawaiian mac salad. I'm pretty stoked about it. If you are on Discord, I'll put the Hawaiian mac salad recipe on there for everybody. I don't know.
Yeah, mac me that salad, bro. I want you to put it on there. Put it on there so I can I love Hawaiian food. It's delicious and salty and yummy.
It really is.
It's good. It's real good. Oh yeah. So I guess we do some wisdom, right, meow. Okay. So do you want to go first? Do you want me to go first?
I can go first. Power Packed Wisdom. I feel like it's been a while. My Power Packed Wisdom. I don't want to steal your thunder, but I do think Glovey, our friend, he's got the right idea. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So my Power Packed Wisdom is kind of like, it's basically, if you don't ever want to have to worry about, for instance, washing your clothes or changing your shoes, just keep everything on and just shower in it. It's kind of like, it's basically, it's all about convenience, and I think not only that, but think of different things you could do. Like, imagine one place, an idea where it's like a car wash, but you can only go to the car wash if you have a pickup truck, and you put all of your dirty dishes in the back of your pickup truck, and anything else you need washed, like clothes, and then you roll down your windows, and then you sit in the front seat with your clothes on, or maybe in like a bathing suit, or you could be naked, who knows, and you go through the car wash, and it cleans you, it cleans your car, it cleans your dishes, it cleans everything, and then you come out with everything clean. So I guess that's my Power Packed Wisdom. It's more of like a sales pitch, more.
Yeah, sometimes wisdom is sales. The more you sail, the wiser you are.
Galactic.
Wow. Galactic. Intergalactic, media mashing, eating plastic, intergalactic, eating plastic, doing gymnastics. I'm fantastic, intergalactic. Beastie Boys were making noise, and we went to Toys R Us and we bought some toys, and I put them on a. Yeah, bestiality, not for me. I'm all about monogamy with my wife and me. Oh.
What just happened there? Man, you went way too Eminem, and it was just perfect. It was just your freestyle raps are the things that just make my life happy, make them good. So thank you.
Thank you for tuning into our regularly scheduled program. Contact Josh and Jonathan at powerpackedpodcast@gmail.com. Support the show at patreon.com/powerpacked. See you next time, you dirty little rat babies.